everybody, you're welcome back to my channel. I'm Gloria Folabi. If you are a new subscriber, thank you very much for stopping by. You are highly welcome. And if you are also a returning subscriber, thank you very much for all the love and support you've been showing me in my previous video. I'm really grateful. I do not take them for granted. On today's video, I'll be sharing two different ways of achieving a seamless and natural looking eyebrow using two different eyebrow products. If you'd like to see how that works, please keep watching. This is an eyebrow pencil by Beautyline by Didi. It's super nice. It comes with two sides. The first side is for the eyebrow product itself. You can roll it up instead of sharpening, while the other side is a spoolie or a mascara wand. The next product is a brow pomade by Hege and Esther. I'll be using the shade Nubia because that's the shade that I prefer the most. This is my face without doing any brows. You can see my eyebrows are full. I'll be using the pencil for one side and I'll be using the brow pomade for the other side. First off, I'll start by brushing up my eyebrows. Then I'll be outlining the lower part. This part is very important because it determines the width and the shape of your eyebrows. So at this point, you can manipulate your eyebrows into any shape you want it to be, which makes it very important. I'm also outlining the upper part. When you're using this product, you don't want to shade. You just have to do it lightly so that you have a natural finishing as possible. After that, I'm just going to be brushing up my eyebrows to put them in place. Then I'll be filling it up with little strokes in the shape of the head. The filling part is really important, so you have to take your time and make sure you do this neatly. And as you go, you brush up. As you go, you brush up so that everything will look even and everything will be blended out, just as you can see. This step should be done as lightly as possible so that the eyebrows will not look too thick. And as you feel you have to brush, you feel you brush. So I'm done doing that. This is the difference between the eyebrows I filled and the one I've not yet filled. You can see the difference. To highlight the eyebrows, I'll be using these brushes. One is an angle brush while the other is a flat top brush. Then I'll be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Beautiful Bronze and Cool Tan. I'll be mixing these two shades together. So next I'll be highlighting the lower part of my eyebrows using the concealer. Now this step is super important because it determines how the shape of the eyebrows will be also. It has to be straight as possible. Don't worry if you're a beginner. As time goes on, you will get perfect with it. But just try as possible to make it neat and clean, and ensure that the concealer is not too light because you may not be using a foundation afterwards. You may just want to go over your face with a powder, so you want to use a shade that is not too light than the color of your face. After doing that, I'm just trying to blend it out using the flat top brush. Now I'm just trying to pat it into my skin, not drag it too much. Just pat it, or swipe. Just do it gently. so that the concealer I blended downwards can be even on my eyeball. To highlight the upper part of my eyebrows, I'll be using a foundation in my own shade. This is the Maybelline Superstay foundation in Mocha. I'm using a foundation because I want the upper part of the eyebrows to blend with my skin. I want the blending to be as easy as possible so that it will look natural. So I'll be taking the angle brush to highlight the upper part of my eyebrows using the foundation. As little as possible is actually needed at this point because I don't want it to be too light. After doing this, I'll be using the other brush to blend it in. I want to blend it into my skin as possible. As you can see, it's already blending with the rest of my skin. Having done that, I'll be going in with a spoolie just to brush the hair so that it can be in place. If you have an eyebrow tamer, that can also work before you fill in your eyebrows. For the other eye, I'll be using the brow pomade by Hege & Esther. It comes with an applicator. First things first, just like I did with the other brow, I'll be brushing it up in the direction of the hair just to put them in place. I'm trying to outline the eyebrows just like I did earlier for the other eye. And as I do that, I'll also be brushing it up. Having done that, I'll be filling the places without hair lightly. Using the concealer as I mentioned earlier, I'll be highlighting my eyebrows. Do not forget to brush it downwards so that it can blend with the remaining parts of the eye. Having done that, I'll be blending everything out using the flat top brush I showed earlier. This has to be done as smooth as possible. With the same foundation I used for the other eye, I'll be highlighting the upper part of the eyebrows. After that, I'll just go in with a blending brush to blend everything together so that it can give me a seamless finish. As you can see, I'm trying to blend in the gap between the eyebrows so that everything can look clean and neat. I also like to go in with my foundation brush just to blend everything out, especially when I know I am not going to apply foundation, so that the highlighted areas won't look different from my skin. After doing that, I also like to go in with my powder and that is all. You're ready to go. As you can see, the eyebrows are looking so neat and slick. The eyebrow pencil looks darker than the eyebrow pomade, so you can use any one of your choice. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. I'm really grateful. See you in my next video. Bye.